New York City is rolling out its harshest travel quarantine measures yet to keep a fast-moving mutant strain of COVID from spreading in the UK and beyond and keeping it out of our area. Starting now, all UK travelers to the city will be personally served a Department of Health quarantine order from the Sheriff's Department. Deputies say they will knock on hotel and apartment doors to enforce compliance. The fine is $1,000 a day for violators. Now, this news comes the same day as the FDNY started vaccinating its members with a goal of vaccinating 450 members a day. And today we learned one veteran of the department died of COVID just a day before even getting the opportunity. News 4's Andrew Siff is live in downtown Brooklyn with more on today's developments. Andrew?
David, we're out in front of fire department headquarters where all the way up until 8 o'clock tonight, the vaccinations are continuing as finally members of the fire department getting this important layer of protection. Paramedics and other emergency medical personnel getting their shots. Long-awaited protection for a department that faced off against COVID for months.
I did receive the vaccine just a few moments ago, about 20 minutes ago. I've had no side effects whatsoever from it.
Of the 17,000 members of the FDNY, 6,000 have had COVID, including 600 out battling the virus right now.
The vast majority, with a very, very small exception, have gotten better, thank God, and come back to work.
Today's vaccinations amid new questions about when older New Yorkers, those 75 and up, can get their shots. The city revealed today you'll ultimately be able to get the vaccine from your own neighborhood. Is that really the goal, that virtually everyone's doctor would have the vaccine in their office at some point?
Over time, it will decentralize more and more out into communities. Even though we're moving rapidly, it will take time to get there.
Meanwhile, today at JFK Airport, passengers just landing from London tell us they still didn't have to get COVID tests before leaving the UK.
Glad to be back in America. It's a bit of a strange situation in England right now with all these tiers and the looming lockdowns and stuff.
And the city vowing to finally enforce existing travel rules with fines of $1,000 per violation.
The key steps are the sheriffs, deputy sheriffs will be serving you with a mandatory quarantine order telling you that you have to obey the terms and conditions of the quarantine.
There are lives on the line. Today's FDNY vaccination started only hours after an EMS colleague, Evelyn Ford, with 27 years on the job, died of COVID last night.
Today, our city and our state says thank you to those brave women and men who continue to serve the public as this pandemic rages on.
Now, interestingly, the fire commissioner said they did a survey of all 17,000 members in the department to see how many wanted to get the vaccine. It came back with 60% saying yes. The commissioner said they're going to try to do more education, but that getting a vaccine will not be mandatory. We're live in downtown Brooklyn. Andrew Siff, News 4 New York.
Andrew, we thank you for that update. Let's talk about New Jersey for a moment. Governor Phil Murphy was on hand as healthcare workers lined up to get vaccinated today in Toms River. About 200 doctors and nurses received their first doses of the new Moderna vaccine at Ocean Health Initiative's drive-through clinic. Another 60 workers were vaccinated yesterday. And State Health Commissioner Judy Persichilli says New Jerseyans will see more than 200 vaccination sites set up across the state over the next few months. And Governor Murphy says New Jersey hospitalizations in the state are now the highest since May. Statewide positivity almost 13% now. In New York, the state positivity is down slightly to just under 5%. And in Connecticut, both hospitalizations and the positivity rate are down.